Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sci-Friday's Afterlight Skies, Episode 2, our Star Wars Edge of the Empire actual play live stream. I'm the executive producer here at Final Show Films, John, and I turn it over to our GM for the evening, Aaron.
Hello, I am Aaron, and I have players who are playing a game. Nailed it. Totally.
Yes. That deserves the finger guns.
And we'll start with Cody, who's probably not in the place I'm pointing.
No, you're pointing correctly that time.
Hey!
Yeah. I am Cody. I'm playing Praz, the Zabrak Commando.
And who's next, Aaron?
What's the Destiny pool?
Oh, yes.
You want him to
Oh,
roll
Yes, because
right
you have
now.
to roll your destiny.
Again, for our watchers, the Destiny pool is a mechanic where players get some extra ability to do cool stuff, and I get some extra ability to screw them over.
And just so we can clarify, so for the rest of us, you want us to introduce ourselves, then roll Destiny.
Yes,
Before we move on to
introduce
the next
yourself
person.
and then roll Destiny, or roll Destiny while you introduce yourself.
Yeah.
But roll Destiny during introductions. That's how we're going to do it, and we'll see how that works.
Excuse me. All right. So,
Cody,
Cody, go ahead and
Roll
roll your
Destiny.
Destiny.
Uh-oh.
that's a great start.
One dark
That
side.
is.
And Jeremy?
Hi, I am Jeremy. I am playing Lux as Zeltron Slicer. And...
That's two more dark sides.
yes!
Liking how this is going.
Yes! I am rolling like I roll.
Well, this is going to be a fun opening. Come on, Camille. We need to roll 3 light sides to balance it out.
And wait, I was pointing in the wrong direction. Senstaku.
Lower, but that's the right side at least. Yep, I'm John, and I'm playing Senstaku, the Achani Seeker. And let me see if I can counterbalance these rolls. Ha! 1 light.
You're living up to your character's motivations. And Camille?
Achieve balance.
Hi, I'm Camille, and I'm playing Vonlar, the human hired gun.
Okay.
And,
Yes.
Ooh.
What in the world, man?
and that's 5 dark,
So
1
for
light.
our listeners,
We're so fucked.
5 dark side and 1 light. The 1 light being provided by
Bison Saku, of all people.
Senstaku. Yes.
Because he is such
actually-
a beacon.
I am a beacon of order in this sea of chaos in which we find ourselves.
We're dead.
Don't worry. Destiny points, both players and GMs are encouraged to use them all the time, so they keep switching back and forth. So you may have some very soon. Some bad luck
Fly the
going
ship
before.
with 3 upgrades.
I can both, just to clarify, both the player and the GM can only upgrade any role once with Destiny points.
Can we both upgrade the same role?
That's a little unclear. I don't think so. But I will check that and get back to you once I'm not introducing the stream.
There you go. I apologize for the AC in the background, but I live in Georgia, and it's hot as balls. So,
Actively.
I don't think you can hear weird sounds coming from outside my apartment, but they're always there.
hang on, wait.
So, last time on Afterlight Skies, a Star Wars campaign, Praz, Lux, and Senstaku, 3 of the many entrepreneurs on the Outer Rim, took an offer from an unusual, very shady figure calling himself the Shaper. He offered the party a ship in exchange for performing a cargo escort. The party picked up their cargo, officially labeled as experimental cosmetics, and prepared to take off in the newly christened Nasari?
Nasari.
Narsar?
The Nasari.
Nasari.
Yes.
when we last left off, I said that twice, since Taku had been setting up the coordinates for their delivery and recognized them as being a little unusual. So that's where we're going to pick back up.
So what did I recognize?
So the coordinates you got are fairly nearby in essentially the pretty close part of space. And specifically, they are in the Drayton Nebula, which you primarily recognize from... You're a pilot, and there's some weird rumors about this place having ghosts, ghost ships, all around not being terribly pleasant. You don't...
Right.
You can make me a roll, but you don't necessarily know why that is the case.
What roll would you like me to make?
That would be...
Knowledge on the rim?
That would be a lore roll, actually. I think would be most appropriate.
All right.
We don't have military history, so lore is going to substitute.
All right. Whenever the difficulty is set, I will roll.
Okay. And if you share this information, others can also make that roll.
Well, first, let's see what I know. All right. Am I good to go?
You're good to go.
1 success.
All right.
No advantage,
With
no
one
threat.
success, you don't know exactly... You know very little about what happened, but you know that this location started having these rumors near the end of the Clone Wars. And you know there was some sort of fighting taking place in that area at the time. You weren't really involved.
No, I was staying out of the Clone Wars.
So this is mostly third-hand rumor for you, but you know the time period of this.
What's the name of the place?
Specifically, it's the Drayton Nebula. Don't look it up. Actually, if you're watching at home, feel free to look it up.
No, I'm just putting in my notes. How long does it look like it'll take for the ship to get there?
It's probably gonna be... If you could go directly there, it would be less than a day. It's probably going to be about a day and a half, because the route that was given to you with the coordinates recommends taking an around route that is a lot safer.
Okay.
And recommend stopping at is a small hub on the way there.
All right. Well, then I'm going to plot a course in the nav computer for the route that was given to us.
Okay. The not going through unknown parts of wild space route.
Yeah, that route. So yeah, plot a route in the nav computer, set it to go, and then pull out my comm link. So did you guys find anything in the cargo hold? Because the last thing they were doing was looking for hidden things.
Oh yeah, no, not really.
You're muted, Jeremy.
You mean when we first checked out the ship? No.
No, I mean
not anything particular.
Before I went to check the navigation, I asked the two of you to look for any secret compartments.
And you rolled so wonderfully.
We did that when we first got on the ship.
We haven't left yet.
No, we did that when we were on our way to the...
You just got back from loading the cargo up.
No, we didn't check for hidden compartments when we first got the ship. We checked for it when we got back with the cargo.
Did.
So you
I am 90% sure we did. I
don't know exactly when it happened, but you did all, or Praz and Lux at least, made rolls for hidden compartments and did not find any.
I remember asking you to do that when we got back with the cargo.
Okay, it doesn't necessarily matter exactly when, since Taku is now asking for this whenever you found it out.
Yeah, we did. We looked. Didn't find any.
All right. I'll take a look later. But do you guys know anything about the Drayden Nebula? It's would have seen action during the Clone Wars. I'm going to go ahead and punch the hyperdrive.
I will go ahead and roll for that.
By the way, grab something.
Yep.
Really?
It's not my fault. You guys have slow reaction times.
No. It's that you ask us to think for a moment and then take off.
Yep.
Yeah. So make me. Actually, I'm gonna wait until everyone's made lore checks, and then you're gonna make me just a pretty simple navigation check because you've chosen the safe route.
Okay. Good to roll.
Yep.
I got a failure. I don't know
Brad?
jack
I
shit.
got a success and
No idea.
A despair.
It's probably a place.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hey,
Sounds like it's a
considering
place.
Lux's past
Alright.
regarding the Clone Wars, despair fits.
that's the first despair of the
it
game.
does.
Oh.
Perhaps it is because I don't recognize that logo at all. Yeah,
It is
it looks
indeed.
different in the results than it does on the dice. So despairs they're like failures, but they're not technically failures, and they often have a negative additional response.
Okay.
But they do not necessarily counteract a success. Lux, you know that is a Clone Wars related location.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't something you were deployed near, nor is it something where you had any particular investment.
Okay.
But it's a little bit ominous in your memory. This was, as far as you're sure, this was near the end of the war. That's
Okay.
a concerning location.
Yeah.
Also, for anyone who's wondering, I have delayed rolling the obligation pool because we have a player joining us who was not with the team at the start.
Valid point.
So
So yeah,
that may happen a little bit into the game. So yeah, that's what all of you know. And since Taku, give me a second to
and as
allow
I'm-
your piloting check.
as we're
My
going-
immediate response is, why?
well, because that's where we're going. With a stop on the
Roll
way.
your piloting check just to get there.
Piloting. Space piloting.
Yeah, don't fly sideways in hyperspace. That
One
won't end well.
success.
One success. Well, you're not going to crash into anything on the way there, but you do have some time.
Don't know how long it'll be before our first stop.
It'll be about 3 hours.
3 hours to the first stop, then about a day and a bit to the final destination.
Okay.
I do not mention anything about ghosts or ghost ships because I'm just gonna let that. I'm gonna let that be a surprise, mostly because I don't know if it's true. And then I'm gonna go. So now the ship's going, I'm
So
gonna go.
Lux asked why?
I said because that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to the cargo hold and check out and see if I can find anything. Because I realize that I'm a little bit more familiar with how ships are laid out than the other two.
Yep. Okay, you can make a roll to look for hidden compartments.
What am I rolling?
Whatever I said last game, I don't remember.
It was
It was
perception to find
perception,
anything.
I believe.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
perception.
All right. Difficulty set.
All right. Yep.
2 successes and an advantage.
All right. So you do find a hidden compartment. It's small. It's not necessarily useful for not necessarily a useful one for storing any large items, but if you had a personal bag-sized item. You could fit it into the... I'm going to just use my ruler. In sort of this area, there is a small... you could fit it in. There's nothing currently there, but it is
All right.
an available space.
Yep. So I'll go over, sort of check it out, see how big it is. Small, like, hidden item compartment. Click. All right. Cover it back up. Just in case we need it. And then I'm just gonna take a stroll around the ship, just sort of familiarizing myself with everything. This over here, 7 on the map, is that a gunner port or is that just a view seat? I think it's a gunnery
Your
port.
ship does have guns.
I'm not sure. Actually, no, because the gun's on top, so I don't know what this is.
Maybe that's the top. Space is relative.
Maybe.
Space is warped and time is bendable,
No,
and
no,
your GM
no,
did
that
not
is-
go through and find an index for this map.
The
It is
I
a
mean, that's a
space that
double
is accessible
airlock
to you.
door that you just walked through, so...
It is. It might be. Who knows what it is? We'll find out later. But the gun is like above the cockpit, like on top of the ship.
So, now that I have know exactly where we're going and have a weird feeling about it, I'm going to look up this section
Okay, yeah.
because we have a hollow net instead
Yeah,
of
you
just
do.
relying on our personal recollections.
It's true, we do.
Your personal recollections, which are negative connotations.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a hollow net, and we have other nets that I can probably access.
The extra.
Assuming
Yeah.
that.
Are you choosing to in this case?
Oh yes.
All
I
right.
want to know everything about this place if I've got a bad feeling about it, because if I have a bad feeling, it's probably not good.
I'm going to adjust the difficulty slightly because that changes what you may learn, and it changes how challenging it is for you to find it.
Right.
All right. You can make me a computer's roll.
Okay. Yo, me.
Failure and
That is
2
a
advantages.
failure and 2 advantages.
Are you? I don't believe you have any, but are you using your advantages for any skills or abilities in this case?
Oh God! I should have pulled that chart up.
I don't think you have any, but I'm asking just so I don't.
I mean, there is something that there is with advantages related to computers. I just don't remember what
Yep.
that. Skill. Hold on, just 1 second. Sorry. Just try. Here we go. Disparate chart. And load faster. Killing the dramatic tension.
Do.
It's fine. It gets me to figure out what exactly. you don't know.
Computers.
That's what I just
well-
jerk the ship to the side real quick just to raise the traumatic tension.
All it says is uncover, and you can, as the example of what you can do, use advantages to uncover additional information.
All right.
So, but I got no success.
Yep.
Which means it's up to the GM as to if you
Yep.
get any.
All right. I'll say that essentially you uncover additional information, but
Okay.
it's not necessarily what you're looking for.
I mean, I'm looking for
Obviously, you find this place. It is not a place that doesn't exist. But a lot of the information about it has been obscured, and it's been obscured well, at least to your sort of subtle probing into the matter.
Am I familiar enough with certain people who suppress information to guess who might have done the suppressing?
So not like a name, But yes,
Right,
you
but-
were
but in
almost
terms of,
certain
like,
that this was done in.
serially.
That's what you're gonna learn.
Okay.
You're almost certain that this was done by late Republic era individuals on the side of the Republic.
Okay. So basically,
And
just
perhaps other forces, but it seems like that's what's been maintained.
Okay.
Um,
So Lux, when she's done with when she figures that out, swears under her breath.
What'd you find?
So this place that we're heading to,
Yes.
whoever, there's very little about it. Purposefully.
Hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Whatever happened there, nobody wants us to know what happened there, or anybody to know it. Not just us, but anybody to know what happened there.
Well then, these must be some very interesting experimental cosmetics.
Yeah. Praz will go into his room, grab his blaster, and make sure everything's working right.
I don't suppose you could go do a scan of that cargo, could you?
I think I do have a basic scanner.
Or anybody, really. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
have
not
scanner goggles, which just let me help see in the dark.
I'm sorry, but seeing in the dark and seeing through crates are different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, no, I know they're two different things. That's why I said.
I'm just saying, when we arrive there, it's very possible that we could expect that somebody is making sure. I would assume if I were someone who was trying to suppress information, who, years ago, granted, tried to suppress information, I would keep an eye to make sure that said information remained suppressed.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't leave my belt on the ship.
No,
by the
but
way,
you
did you
shouldn't
find any
wear it
hiding
out
spots?
in the open either. Not that you ever do, but you shouldn't wear it out in the open.
Oh no,
either.
it's hidden in a compartment, so.
Sorry, Pres, what'd you say?
Did you find any hidey spots? Senstaku?
Oh, yeah, there's a small little luggage compartment, basically.
Oh,
Enough to
okay.
put a droid or a small child.
Interesting references, but alright.
I have a history,
I
okay?
mean, I'm flexible. I can hide in things, so it's good to know.
I have a history
Your
with
droid
people who,
beeps at you frustratedly.
if we want to, I will put you in the hole. Rerun.
He twirls around and beeps more angry beeps.
Then
Which-
just focus on the navigation computer or go scan those crates.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go check out the ship's gun and make sure there's no shorts anywhere too. Because if people are trying to suppress information, they probably don't want people flying through there, so
I mean, all I'm saying is, it's not like it's probably a completely non-traveled area.
Well, no.
yeah, but I like to prepare for the worst.
So as long as we don't do a whole lot of poking around, but let's face it, this is us. We're going to poke around.
Make sure the guns are ready. Make sure the safeties are off. Don't have them primed yet.
Right.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Well,
I'm kidding, I won't prime them yet.
No children.
I mean, if you want to come in weapons hot to the station we're stopping at before we get anywhere near there, then sure.
Well, it's easy to spool them down before we get there.
It's all fun and games until a Star Destroyer shows up.
And then it's more
Yeah.
fun
And with
games.
that, we're gonna cut to the other location. Totally not a transition to a Star Destroyer, but there's a fade out that makes you think it might be.
That's great.
Nice dissolve.
Solid Spaceballs reference there.
Yeah. So, we find ourselves on a less than optimally maintained. I didn't prepare. Less than optimally maintained space station. The station itself, my bio is missing suddenly.
Dun 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 dun
Sorry,
dun
technical
dun
issues
dun
from
dun
the
dun
GM
dun
side.
dun 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 dun. Fill in the air, fill in the dead air.
I shoot out the window.
Yeah, I apologize for any glubs.
So-
something that
So
I was
Lux,
expecting
what do you think is inside the crates?
missing.
Well, I mean, there's all this, anything from weaponry to data caches, drugs. I mean, it basically spans the whole gamut of not something you want to be caught with. I'm assuming it's not fresh fruits or vegetables.
Of course not. They said it's makeup.
Unless those are in particularly high demand and illegality in the cluster.
Yes, unless they're illegal fruits or vegetables, in which case
I hear pineapples are making the case for illegality. People keep putting them on pizza or whatever that is.
Actually, that's mainly runs.
But yes, whatever it is, I'm assuming that they did not secretly hire hire people off a criminal
So your best
hub.
So your best guess is illegal goods.
Illegal or highly dangerous. Probably a little of both.
I'm so glad we have a spy on the team.
I'm sorry, we don't have I don't have any information right now other than we're carrying these to a place where there's no information about. Information's been deleted from, and there's a box that nobody knows what's inside it.
I mean, they didn't tell us to not open it.
Don't open it.
They actively didn't say
Then
don't open it.
do not open the box.
They actively didn't say don't open them.
Don't. That's.
Now cut to a space station.
What did you
Yeah,
think?
now
Shay?
cut to a
One,
space station,
two,
and I will let you guys have an opportunity to finish this later. You could go for a few hours, or we could do something
yeah,
else.
go for it.
So yes, Vanlar, you're on this sort of rickety, less than well-maintained bypass. Arcus Vale actually called you and a few of your friends' crew out to this spot, and he told you that he wanted to meet with you about a essentially solo mission for a little bit. So you could go there right now. There's also a few shops of varieties, nothing fancy available. But
This place is rickety and not very well maintained.
it's not very well maintained, but it's not going to fall apart.
It's like both rickety and not well maintained.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. I'm just gonna go meet him.
Okay. He waves you over when he sees you, sitting in the corner of a small saloon bar. Vanlar, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna need you to pay me back a bit on my favor.
Sure.
There's this guy, he's not great, but he needs me to lend someone skilled to help out a crew of his. And See, I need someone that I can trust. He won't. He's got a tendency to... I think he's got a cult, so don't join his cult. And I need someone who I can trust to be loyal to me, to some extent, well on this job. Think you can do that for me?
So, to clarify, you want me to ride with a cult, but not join the cult?
I don't think they're actually part of the cult. He's got
I'm just saying. The last time it didn't work. Remember with Ricky, and I don't think that we should.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess if you.
But
I mean, all right.
Yeah.
I
look, I don't have money to
or
pay him back, so I need you to do this for me.
I got you. I'm not gonna be difficult. I'm just saying, if somebody ends up missing a hand, that's not my fault.
I don't care who's missing or who survives. He wants you to go with them. He wants someone to go with them, and I trust you.
All right.
He'll hand you a slip of paper with a docking address, essentially. Apparently, they should be here soon, and he'll also hand you a small communicator. He'll call you when they get here.
Where are we going?
No idea. Have a nice day. Take his drink and leave.
I hate when he does that.
Oh, yes.
He does that. I hate when he does that. He does that shit way too much. All right, I'm just gonna go read this little hookup point and go find him.
All right. And back on the ship.
Uh-huh. I'm serious. Do not open the box.
I'm just saying, they never said
I know
not
what
to
you-
open it.
Okay, you're doing this on purpose.
Yes, I am, and I'm sad that it took you this long to figure it out.
Good. All right. I have tempted to go open the box now.
Feel free. They didn't say
I
you
like to
shouldn't.
imagine that it transitioned from you arguing about it in the cockpit to arguing about it in the room with the box.
No, with like Lux in the room with the box, making sure I don't open it, and I haven't left the seat. We're just talking with the comlink now.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you've got ways to open a box from across the ship.
Maybe I do.
No, I'm still in the cockpit.
I'm near the boxes, just got one up on its side, just going.
You've already opened it.
Yeah, guys.
Would you
guys,
like
it's
to
nothing.
investigate
It's
the
like-
boxes
it's like plushies.
formally?
It's
What's up?
it's teddy bears. There's nothing else.
Get away
Was
from the
it
teddy
Aaron?
bears! Get away from the teddy bears now!
There's a naked girl in cryostasis in one of these. I don't know what that's about, but
Inject it into space. No.
that was a Firefly reference.
I am aware. That's why we're injecting it into space. So yeah, I mean, wasn't Press gonna scan it or something?
No, I don't have a scan. Does anybody have a scanner? I don't have one.
I mean, the ship has scanners, but the question
Right.
is if we can scan
Oh,
ourselves.
for God's sakes! I'm gonna use the ship scanners to try and scan it.
Okay. Yes, the ship does have internal
I will
scanners. That's how it knows if there's a breach in the hull and space is pouring
Right.
out in.
Yep.
Space is
Just
pouring
keep in mind, there are programs that can be used to rig something up to explode if it's scanned. So
So press stand
brace
right
for
next to it.
impact. Difficulty set.
No. I was enjoying that too much. Difficulty is set.
Okay. Success, triumph, and a threat.
All right. You got as many different options as you could get. As far as threat goes, it doesn't seem like it's going to explode.
Good.
It doesn't seem like it. Success?
So I'm scanning
You
it
managed
from the
to
cockpit.
scan into the crate. There is definitely some level of tech monitoring the crate. You recall in the past there was something about environmental controls upon whatever's inside.
Right.
And Triumph, do you want to spend your Triumph on something specific? Because you can with your...
Let me see what example is.
I think one of the things...
Yes, I'm just going to... No, I'm going to sort of what it says, which is in case the box itself and the tech inside is actually being used to make sure that nobody is checking on it.
Yep.
I'm going to use the example that it gives specifically for computers is add a red die to any check to detect or identify the character's actions.
All right. Good to know.
So it's got environmental controls in there.
Okay.
Generally, that means something organic, but not necessarily. I mean, they could have conceivably been worried about intense heat frying tech. Basically, we're still at the same point we're at, except for the fact
Whatever it
that
is
I
requires...
would lean more towards something organic.
Whatever it is requires environmental controls, which
Yeah.
eliminates weapons
Right.
and explosives.
Again, if they were worried about extreme heat,
Most explosives are pretty stable nowadays, but that's fair.
right. I'm just not. More than likely, it's not. That's why I'm definitely leaning towards organic things. I mean, we did agree to no sentient trafficking, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that
asked
was
if he
that
was a
was.
slave.
I am correct on that,
We
right? 'Cause,
explicitly said no slavering.
okay.
That was
So
it.
that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not transporting somebody who's willingly coming.
I mean, that's fair. I guess we'll find out. If we open up these boxes and there are people inside, we'll just shoot whoever wants the boxes and take the people away.
I mean, I'm really glad we didn't open the box now, because if it is a person inside, it's not like we can close the box and no one will ever know.
No, it's fair. Also, if it's like poison gas, which would also potentially necessitate an environmentally controlled situation, then that would be bad.
This is our test mission. Did they open the box? Well, they all died, so they probably did.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's
Well-
something.
We should be arriving at the station momentarily.
Awesome.
And as you, I assume, send out a landing request.
Yep.
Once again, this is not a well-maintained or
So it's like
even very clean.
So it's like
state.
send out the request and then in the ship. Why does this job always take us to the shittiest space stations possible?
Because the good space stations are run by the Empire.
Why aren't there any good space stations that aren't run by the Empire?
They
There
took
are.
them
They're
all
run by
over.
the Hutts.
That aren't Nar Shaddaa?
Do you really want me to recount the entire the history of the last 20 years or so?
No, I don't. It was a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Right. So, you receive back a landing location, and as you pilot in, this is not going to require a roll, and land down, outside you see an individual waiting for you.
What does this individual look like?
Could Van Laar's character be now described?
Sure.
That-
You see before you a light-skinned brother with a couple of swords strapped to his back. They're worn over. The swords are worn over a lighter, like leather sort of jacket. He wears long pants, not really very distinguishable other than just pants. You know, they get the job done. He himself is average build, not extremely muscular, but you know he looks like he can pull his weight for sure. Walks with his shoulders a little bit more back than you might expect, but he's definitely not like military trained. Like he's solid, he's confident, he looks like he can fight, but he didn't work with the Empire or anything like that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the ship, I think he might be sitting a little too close to our landing. He should probably back up as I'm bringing the ship in.
Does it look like they're gonna hit me with this thing?
It looks like he could if he wanted to, but you've given them plenty of space to land.
I'm gonna give him like another good 50 feet if I can.
Just-
As close to the 50 feet as I can. I'm just going all the way back to the door. I'm just gonna go back to the door.
Great.
Oh,
Without
nope,
without looking
nope.
away from the monitor, Sen, please don't hit the new person.
I mean, what if he's coming here to shoot us?
I'm sorry, what? No,
Then he
I don't
won't
think so.
Last very long.
Lux, mouth closed, tongue in jaw.
Oh, dang.
It's in.
Land the ship.
I mean, that's never mind.
Yeah, land the ship. I'm gonna go ahead and get my coat on, put my belt on, tuck my blaster into the holster rather than in the coat where it was previously. Hit the door to the cargo bay and start walking down.
Yep.
So,
All right.
for Camille's edification, the first person you see is a 6'1" Ichani, obviously Ichani, white hair, yellow eyes, pale as the driven snow, although slightly less pale than all other Ichani, but still pale. Wearing red and burgundy like long coat with a darker red vest, and then a black flight suit underneath it that just goes from neck to toes. So, with basically a gunslinger's belt on his hip, and a blaster on one hip and a knife on the other. You know, typically when somebody wants to come chat, they send a message, give us a call.
Are the others also leaving the ship
Yes.
or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lux is coming down on one side. A female Zeltron, little bit short, just a little bit under 5.5 feet. Has the pink hair or pink skin, black hair. Dressed in sort of just loose fitting pants, a tank top. Has a blaster on her belt. And just has sort of they're off the ship, so she's put on her good-natured, friendly smile look.
Alright.
And behind both of them, you see about 5'9" Zabrak with pretty dark face tattoos, wearing what can best be described as a kind of thick motorcycle jacket, except it's not for motorcycles, with a stiff collar, and he's got regular pants and orange eyes, a rifle that he's got he's holding loosely. Doesn't have his hand or his finger on the trigger or anything like that. He's also got just one sword on his back and a truncheon on his hip. But yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, Sen, be nice. We just met this person."
That was nice.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Metalox
For
is-
you, that was nice. Hi.
Beep, 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 beep. That communicator you were given earlier starts to light and let out a soft beeping sound.
Yeah, you got more.
Morgue.
All right.
More what?
Morgue. Like place where dead bodies go.
Yeah, sure. Von Lar Morgue. Hey man, you gonna say something or what?
I assume you tapped the receive
Yeah.
call button.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
A logo that you are unfamiliar with lights up in the place of where there would typically be a hollow projection of an individual spinning around. Hello. He wanted to reach out, and I assume you have been informed of your new role. Would like to confirm for your fellow space adventurers, whatever you might call
okay.
yourselves.
Okay. That's what we call that now. Okay, that's cool.
This is your new crew member. Have fun. And the light goes out of the.
Oh,
recording.
that's it. That's how we do things. We don't even tell us if we're killing people or stealing shit or I mean nothing. We don't get nothing. We just get okay. That's cool.
Lux legitimately laughs at that. So, let me see if I get this. Look over at Sen. Simple missions, right?
I just look at Lux, look back at Vanlar. Vanlar, Senstaku, point at the Zabrak, Praz, and then point over at
Already said
Lux.
Hi.
Right.
Luxira.
Yeah, she introduced herself. Y'all two motherfuckers is rude as shit.
Oh no, I was waiting for you to take the call.
I mean, you did have a beeping thing on your hip,
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
and
Yeah.
typically, you know, like I said, most people don't just wait on a landing pad.
Hey,
For
I
a
was
ship
told
they
to
don't
wait at the
know.
landing pad for a ship. I didn't know nothing about anything. I was supposed to wait here, and a ship was gonna come in. I thought you had space. Apparently, some pilots on this. I mean, that's not. See, time out. Can we back up? Hold on, because, sir, I did not have my coffee this morning. I just need to. I need to take a breath. Is there somewhere I
It's
can
cool.
like go wash my face or something and take a breather? before I
Sure,
get
come
too
on.
aggressive?
Yeah,
On to the ship.
I'm gonna put
By
a
the
hand.
way-
I'm gonna put a hand on Lux's shoulder.
Sen does not mean to be a rude asshole. That's just how he sounds all the time. Come on.
I don't need to be a
I-
rude asshole. I mean, I sound like a rude asshole right now too. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all good.
I don't know. I like it.
I put a hand on Lux's shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'll show him around the ship if you guys want to go see if there's any supplies we need to pick up.
All right.
All right.
Time out. Can we can y'all switch that? If I mean maybe she could show me around the ship, right? Or
no.
no?
We-
Okay.
no.
All right, that's cool. So you're
Give you a look. A look that very clearly says, really?
Yeah. Same here. And I'm standing behind both of you. So
Really?
I look back.
it's like,
I just raise an eyebrow.
Fine.
Oh, okay. So we know who's running shit now. That's cool.
And then
I mean, he
will,
flies it, so
I will lead Vanlar up into the ship.
All right.
stay out of my
Um,
booze, Sen.
I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
drink.
stick with Sen and Vanlar for the moment.
Uh,
And I believe Your token is actually in just about the right place.
Yep. Boom. So I'll pull you through. This is an empty cargo bay. There are no TIE fighters. There are no X-wings in there.
Right.
It's just there's some cargo crates on the side. This is cargo where we're transporting. We're a cargo vessel. We're transporting goods right now under the auspices of, well, the person that called you.
What do we know what the payload is, or?
He raise both hands and go, experimental cosmetics.
Experimental cosmetics.
Like just doing air quotes.
All right, are we talking about like? Oh, you don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
you don't.
no.
You don't know. See,
We don't know. We know what it's not.
Should have taken that job with Recon. I should have taken that job with Recon. Okay, I'm good. Go ahead.
You know what he promised it's
Yeah.
not.
We know what it's not. We know it's not. We know it's not weapons, or at least not hardcore ammunition and guns.
No. We know that it was promised it's not weapons. We don't know that it's not
we
weapons.
know
It wasn't promised
Okay.
it's not weapons.
We know it's not. It wasn't promised it's not weapons. It was promised it's not people. We know it's not weapons
That's
because
true.
it's got environmental controls in them, and you wouldn't waste the extra money putting those on guns that don't need it.
Right.
Unless
So
they're
okay,
guns.
so it's not people. So we're not transporting slaves.
We're pretty
All
certain
right.
it's not people. If it is people, there's going to be a firefight a lot sooner than later.
Why?
We don't transport people.
Why not?
Do you really need to ask that question? We don't transport slaves, like, because we don't.
Oh, you don't work for Huts.
No, we don't work for
Never worked
Huts.
Oh, okay. So
We try
okay,
very
so y'all are-
we try very hard not to work for Huts. Let's put it, yeah.
Oh shit, are y'all like rebels?
No. We also
it's
try.
a good thing Lux did not do this to him.
We also try very hard not to work for the Empire. We're trying to sort of stay out of that whole mess.
But the Empire pays good. I mean, the Empire pays.
Not good enough.
You ain't seen a good page. I'm sorry. Okay, that's good.
This
You
is
were
why
saying
Sokka's
we-
doing the walk. So
We
yeah,
got-
continue walking through. Get down to that intersection there, point to the right, and just. We're fairly new to the ship. We're not sure what that room does down there. Take a left. Actually, do I know what that room? Have we figured out what that room does yet?
Google it if you want to know.
I'll look it up later when it's
You
not
were
I'll
welcome
look
to
it up.
know,
me talking.
Jesus.
Yeah.
but you have to do your own research.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. I got it.
So yeah, I'll say whatever that room is for, and then we'll move around into the den. We've got the jerk over there. I think there's some Pazak cards somewhere on the ship.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Engineering's on the right. Airlock straight ahead. Bathroom. Rooms off to the left. Lux has claimed the room all the way down by the ship, by the cockpit on the left. Mine's the last one on the right, and Praz's is the first one on the right. So you've got pretty much two options left to you.
For the record, the room number 7 is a detachable. It serves as the escape pod and can be used for other
Aha.
It's pretty
maneuvering
hilarious
around
that
in
that's
local
the room
space.
where Sen's not sure what it does.
Yeah.
It is an RA shuttle essentially.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Man, I'm changing my room where I'm at.
But yeah. So pick a room. You can. There's
I want this one.
amenities. I'm sure we've got a coffee pot somewhere, but you'll have to ask Lux or Praz about that.
Time out. You don't drink coffee?
No.
What you mean you don't? For real?
For real.
Excuse me for a second. I turn my back to you and start mumbling to myself. See, I don't feel it. I think we should. Okay, I'm just gonna turn back. I'm gonna turn back. I'm sorry. I have a rule about people who don't drink coffee, so I'm gonna have to put that on the shelf for a minute, and we'll get back to that
Why do you
later.
have a why do you have why do you have a rule about people that don't drink coffee?
Because you can't trust people who don't drink coffee, man. That's not any
It's a
man
valid
who
point.
can be who can. Nope.
I don't see where the comparison is.
It's like people who don't consume alcohol, man. It's the same thing. Like if you don't drink.
I also
If
don't
you don't drink. Is that like an Achani thing, or is that like a you thing?
That's a me thing. And as I reach into my coat and pull out a flask and start drinking.
Um,
Water.
you know what? Never mind. Never
Water.
mind. I'm good. What water? What you mean water? What? Who the hell puts water in a flask, dog?
It's easier to transport it that way.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going. I'm gonna go lay down for a minute. Can you just let me know when we are about to take off?
Sure. You have a comm link?
Yeah, I do.
Here.
Yeah.
I'll hook up the comm link to the group comm link, whatever frequency we use.
Okay. Something probably decided upon by
Yep.
your skilled splicer who can't splice for shit.
Yep.
Hey!
Yep. Something like that.
Oh shit.
You have
I-
a lot of skill in that.
Dice!
Oh yeah, no. It'll be hilarious when we're on Tatooine and everybody else is dying of dehydration because I'm the only one that drinks water. But
Drink water.
I'm
Yeah.
incredibly skilled until you make me roll things.
but no, I'll go. So yeah, no, we should be taking off soon. We're only stopping here for a minute. You get to know everybody else as we fly to our destination. By the way, do you know anything about the Drayden Nebula?
Do I need to roll for that, Aaron?
Yeah, you can roll for that. Give me a second to set the difficulty. And that would once again be lore.
Make a lore roll. Not yet, but
Yep. Difficulty is set.
All right. Let me figure out how to do this.
skills tab, all the way down at the bottom. Just hit the button next to
Okay.
lore.
Okay. That's significantly simpler than I expected it to be.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. Skill tab down to lore and hit the button.
All right, an advantage.
You hit it.
I'm
You
sorry.
had no successes, but an advantage.
I'm going with the first roll on the case of multiple rolls, unless there was an actual flub in something.
I didn't realize that I couldn't see it.
Nope, that's fine. If you can't see it still, it's in the little chat log.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
if you
it
go over
doesn't-
to the
it
chat
doesn't-
Yeah,
tab.
I gotta go back to. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right,
You have
I'm
to have
good
roll
now.
20 up to see it.
I do. I'm not really familiar with.
There's a lot of tabs. Sorry about that. I should have explained this before the stream, and I didn't. That's totally on me. So with just an advantage, you're pretty sure that that's a place you've heard negative things about, but you don't know where it is. You don't know what it is. Presumably, it's somewhere nearby-ish if you're going there, but.
Okay. All right. We're going where now?
The Drayden Nebula.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay. How many guns we have on this ship?
Counting the ship, counting the mounted guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
5.
Five guns. 4 bodies. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
6. I think Praz has 2.
Oh. Okay, that's all right. That's good. All right. Okay.
I got one really good gun.
Yeah.
But go ahead and think I have two.
I think Praz has two. I don't know. I don't keep track of your shit.
Yeah. So, Praz and Lux.
Yes. So as we're
There
walking
is-
off, me, go you go do this. I'm gonna go give the tour.
Yeah, who the fuck made him boss?
Well, technically us.
No, we let him fly the ship. I mean, that's the only thing he has over us.
Yeah, sure. That's the only thing he has over us.
Well, that's the only
I'm
thing
just saying, when was the last time that we landed somewhere that I could actually just, relax and enjoy a little Let's go find some fucking cargo.
Let's go do that.
Mostly because I
Lux
didn't
says
want
this while walking by the blinking sign for a really seedy strip club.
Man,
I just pause.
that's not even that's not even fair. That's yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's
like.
challenging that.
Mostly it was because I didn't want to go off the ship and then come back to have the two of you doing whatever Lux intended them to be doing in the middle of the cargo
Nothing
bay.
within the first 15 minutes.
Okay, so you guys are looking. There's a small shopping center that has very basic amenities.
Okay.
Are you looking for specific things? Looking for jobs or?
I mean, as far as we were supposed to come out here and see if we had anything else to pick up. Do we have any? Are we short on supplies for anything?
Yeah. Or were we just supposed to stop here to pick that guy up?
I don't know. Our illustrious pilot didn't bother to inform us of that.
Yeah.
I said see if there's anything we need. I didn't say there might be something for us to pick up. Just
Oh.
look around. Like if you're going around and you see, they've got, a case of 20 clips for our blasters that we could probably use a surplus of. That might be a thing to pick up. Things like that.
Oh, if you're not prepared, that's not my fault.
I mean, we'll go browse, sure.
Yeah.
Ben is not there.
Or we've got
Yeah.
what, 2 med
Ben
packs?
is not there.
Yep,
Yes.
he's not.
We will go browse through some shopping areas.
Yeah.
I mean, don't comlinks work for that though? You could call them on the comlink.
We could,
Man,
but Lux isn't going to because Lux is currently angry at Sen.
yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, just go see what kind of stuff they have. What kind of stuff we can
Also,
run across.
also,
Praz goes shopping at
I'm-
any weapon shops too. Just window shopping, because
I'm really hoping that one of their obligations gets rolled, and so they have to come
Yeah.
running back to the ship really quick. So
Oh, believe me, if one of my obligations gets rolled, we need to go right now, this moment, this instant.
That-
Get us
Okay.
in the
same
air.
here. Same here.
So if
Just depends on which
you're,
one.
I mean, it's very different. It's a different kind of we need to go, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on which Never mind.
Okay.
So you can make me perception checks if you're looking for
All right.
things that interest you, I guess.
things that may
Well-
potentially be useful.
Yeah.
Nah.
Let me switch to my skills real quick. Perception.
So I noticed nothing, but I can recall additional information about the nothing I noticed.
Yes.
Because I got
And I
3
don't have that
advantages
sheet
and
up.
no successes.
Same with Praz.
I think
No, I got 2
advantages are
advantages
just
and
spent for that overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got 3 advantages.
Yeah. All of you have advantages, so you're noticed all of the very basic surface level things that you would inevitably notice. This is probably not necessarily somewhere you want to pick up tons of stuff. It's restock, but it's the kind of restock that, like, that hotel in the middle of nowhere has toothbrushes you can buy.
It's the equivalent of, like, I'm really hungry. Let's stop at a plaid pantry.
Yeah, no, it is.
What's a plaid pantry?
It's one of the brands of gas station side stores.
Convenience store.
Ah, okay.
Like a
Yeah.
7-Eleven, only less nationwide and more expensive and lower quality.
And usually they have
it's-
gas stations attached.
It's
to it.
upper
Seven-
quality gas station grocery store.
Yeah.
Like 7-Eleven is international, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it's one of the ones you see a lot in the barren stretch of California.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
So not much.
All right. Well,
Nothing new stands out to either of you.
let's.
Unless
mean,
there
it's
are
good
inventory
because I
items
only-
you're looking for.
It's good because I only have 5 crits. So even if there was something, it would be me going back. Hey, Sen. Yeah, I found something. You need to go buy it because I'm broke.
I don't.
Well, I
have-
think he's
mean-
broke too. I think out of all of us, I have the most money,
I mean, that's true. He is. Yeah. Well.
and I'm broke. I can't even afford that sling that I saw that I want.
So we'll
fuck.
sell the ship.
Back to the
and-
ship.
Yeah, I mean, we could ask if any of the places want
we
have
can
deliveries
sell
they
the-
want done.
We have this crate. We don't know what's in it.
Yeah,
We'll just cut
Yeah.
the job early, just like, hey, we got some crates that are supposedly valuable.
That's a good way to stay on our employer's good side. No, let's head back.
All right.
all right.
Okay, I'm gonna come out of my room and see if I can find Sin.
I am basically standing in the cargo area right now, like just sort of looking at these crates that we've piled against the wall and thinking.
Just quick question.
Yep.
When do we get paid?
After we drop these off.
So we take this to, and then they're gonna wire money, or
I assume they have cred sticks. They typically do.
okay. Okay, so the people that we drop this off to pay us.
You're not even gonna have to make me a check. Your payment was having a.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Your payment was the ship.
Yep, that's,
That's
right.
true.
You guys
That's right.
told me that
That's right.
because I asked.
Yep.
That It just depends on whether Sen's going to.
I'm not saying that you don't have
No,
to.
that was me forgetting. I roll that back. We've already been paid. Or at least for this
Oh,
job.
cool. Okay. So would you get paid?
You're standing in it.
I literally look under my feet.
Yeah, no,
I got a
there,
little.
there, and there as well, and there too. Up there too.
The whole ship.
Yes.
Damn.
The idea is get the ship as payment. Then the next job will be credits. The next job will be whatever.
Okay, so we're just doing this one job for this guy.
The implication was that there would be more afterwards, though you can never really trust that. At the very least, we got a ship. I'm really hoping that
So-
those two, like, talked to people and see if checked and see if anybody had other jobs that they might want us to do. That's kind of why we stopped here.
Well, I mean,
No,
we could always just finish the one job and then.
No, I already have an idea on our way back.
No,
Okay.
I have a place I want to stop.
we can.
Where do you want to
We can
stop?
finish the one job, but
So
The bounty
y'all,
office.
if we finish other jobs along the way, more money, continuing efficiency, things like that.
Like,
You
I-
stop
I-
at
I
the
got-
bounty off. Sorry, go ahead.
but like, so y'all are just out here just trying to stay away from the Empire. Like that's the whole
I mean, we're
the
trying
whole
to
plan. Like, stay
trying-
out of all.
trying to make money, but also trying to stay out
Okay,
of
but
the
you can
Empire's
make
hair.
money. See,
You're doing such a bad job of explaining our mission.
But
Yeah,
All right.
leader.
we're here to
Don't
make
show us
money
up.
and stay out of the Empire's hair. That's the two things. Like,
do I have a direct line, Aaron? Do I have a direct line of communication to Vale? It's one of those things he calls me.
It's usually he calls you. If you were on one of your group ships, you'd have like comms and stuff. But
Gotcha.
you have essentially a burner for him, but it's
It's
not
one of those,
necessarily checked regularly.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I need to talk to you. It's like, some shit's really important. I need to talk to you now.
look.
Yeah, it's for that. You also have a way to leave a message for him. You have an emergency line and a way to leave a message. The emergency line is really urgent.
Right.
And the messages don't get checked all the time.
I should ask more questions, man. I knew I should ask more.
Look over it. Like, I figured you would have known all this, considering that you were hired on separately.
Hired on is not really the word I would use.
What word would you use?
Enlisted is a good word. Voluntold is a better one.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, that's not fun.
I respect this man, and he means a great deal to me. So I'll do this. I just was hoping it was going to be one job.
No, I get that too. No,
Right.
most people have somebody that they'll do things they wouldn't otherwise do for.
So what's your story?
A long and involved one.
Aren't they all? When are your friends going to be back?
Cutting to those friends so we can
Thank
figure
you.
that out. Because I thought they were headed right back, and then there was an implication they were going to the bounty office. So
Yeah.
So,
as we're on our way
Express.
back,
I'll say, oh, hey, let's, well, I guess I can stop by the bounty office, see if there's anybody that's recently gotten in trouble here or nearby that we can make a quick buck off of catching.
yeah, you can go to the bounty office. We're not that far. I'll head back to the ship.
Yeah, no, I'll
If
meet you
anybody
guys.
tries to shoot and kill you, just let us know. We'll find your body.
No, you'll find theirs, and then we'll have to run real quick.
Eh.
Well, as long as I don't shoot first.
All right.
Watch out for any
Try not to have-
Rhodians.
Try not to have
non-shot
too
first.
much fun.
Non-shot first, though.
Good thing none of us are Han.
Yeah.
most of you have swords. I thought we had avoided this meme.
We all have guns. What are you talking about?
I do
Yeah, we all
not
have
have.
both.
I very specifically do not have a sword.
In fact, there are equal
By
amounts
most
of
of
guns.
you, I mean the group muscle both have swords.
Yes.
There's
Or
an
possibly
equal-
there.
There is an almost equal amount of guns to sword ratio on this ship.
This side of the stream has swords. That side has guns.
Well, I mean,
Yes, I don't know which direction I'm
all
pointing
all four sides of the all four
Yeah.
like quadrants
all have
of the
guns,
stream
but
have
yeah.
guns.
So I go to the bounty office.
And three of
All right.
us have at least one bladed weapon,
Okay.
and one of us has two.
Sharing that on stream, are we? Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
and
Vanlar
Kraz,
has
you-
two on his back.
I got to make up
Alright.
for other people.
Never mind.
This is true.
Okay, I'm smart. I was a little confused, and now I'm smart. And Kraz is headed to the bounty office in a totally unsubtle segue.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
Chris, you were looking for anything specific, or
If there's any, I don't want to go after like the biggest bad that they got on the like wanted dead or alive. Just like some low level criminals that might have fled, or, and they have a general idea where they might have gone,
all right.
but they don't know. They obviously don't know exactly where it is. They just want somebody to come and grab them, like somebody that skipped bail or something along those lines.
All right. I totally forgot to do this earlier. So you guys, you find, you don't find much. You find that you're looking, there's one or two people you can go after. One of them does say they skipped bail, and one doesn't say why they're wanted, but they're wanted, and there is a bounty.
How much?
What's the name?
Yeah, the names and how much, I guess.
All right, let me get to the commerce section. I would like to apologize to the people who are listening, watching us. This is my first time running the system, and while I have read the book, I am not encyclopedically familiar with it and the Star Wars universe as it relates to it.
That's all right. We'll just continue to vamp. I'll look over at Van Laar.
So I get back on the ship.
Yeah.
Do you use both of those in combat? The swords?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. My older brother is he works for the Empire. Well, did.
That's where I walk on the ship.
Yep.
And we learned a couple tricks together, which is to say he learned them in training and taught me, because he's not such a good little soldier all the time.
Define works for the Empire. In what role? Just out of curiosity.
The same way
I'm back,
everybody
by the
works for
way.
the Empire. He went, got trained. They told him to do shit. He did it. It's not really that complicated.
Well, no. I mean, is he just in the military? Does he work for the parts of the Empire that the Empire doesn't like to talk about? What's his specific role?
The second one.
Special ops?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the kind of people we like to avoid on the ship.
Don't worry, he's cool. He
Lex
got
just
out.
smiles. Excuse me, I need to go to my room for something really quick. By the way, Sen, I'm switching rooms to the escape pod. I decided that while I was off the ship.
It's a little on the nose.
I
don't
thought
you think?
about that, but it sounded.
I will be right back.
kinda-
And she
kinda-
walks
kinda-
off.
Yeah,
Walks
just,
to the
just
room.
like as she walks past, like, that's a little on the nose, isn't it?
All right. Bye.
Finger flipped on the way. Goes in the room, shuts the door.
So anyway, yeah,
About
man.
30 seconds later, opens the door and comes back out.
Anyway, yeah, man. My older brother worked for the Empire. He doesn't anymore. He works for Huts now. My younger brother ran off somewhere and found some old hermit to hang out with, and I ain't seen him in at least 3 years. My sister, I think she's dancing on Nar Shaddaa. Something like
where on
I
Narshada?
might know her too.
Not really sure. Try to stay away from there.
We do
I
too.
owe a guy some money in that area. Oh no, I owe a Hut money in that area. That's not.
Oh, we don't
that's
know a
not-
hut. We don't know a hut money. Just cartels wanted to recruit a couple of us, and we didn't want to be recruited.
Oh,
You don't directly owe a hut money in that area.
Correct. I mean, what's your sibling's name? I legitimately might know them.
Vita. You probably would know her as Little Star, if you
Okay.
did know
And your brother?
her. Recon.
Recon? Okay.
You can roll me a. Once again, I'm a little bit. There should be a military lore roll. Make me 2 underworld knowledge
Underworld?
rolls.
Okay.
Well, there's a warfare, but that's probably
Yeah,
for something different.
So 2 successes and a triumph, and then 1 success and 3 advantages.
Warfare.
Which
would
one were
be
you
the
rolling
military.
first? I forgot to
I was
ask.
going. So for me, the bigger priority was how well I would know the brother.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't have any-
Because, yeah, reasons.
I believe
didn't-
because your bio disappeared again. I believe you're being honest about your family locations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Sorry about that.
I think that was my fault. Actually, I was trying to type or tweak some stuff when my son was messing with me, and I got distracted.
Ah.
I had to retype it. So
Nah,
I'll
don't worry
start
about it. We'll figure it out at some point. I just blanked. Luck, so first roll is going to. I'm gonna say first roll is probably the thing you're more concerned about.
Right. Okay.
So your 2 successes and a triumph works well for you.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't never ever meet this person personally,
Mm-hmm.
but you're aware of them.
Okay.
Most of what's said sounds like what you've heard.
Okay. Just did a lot of Black Ops kind of stuff. Same sort of stuff that I did, just a different.
Yeah.
For different
Slightly different specialty.
Yes,
But-
different methods and specialty.
Where,
Right.
where,
Okay.
Yes.
where you hack databases, they kick down doors.
I mean, I did more
I
than
don't
hack
know if that person
databases,
would
though.
know
You need to read my history because you know it all.
but as far as you know, you
Okay.
never met them.
Okay.
But yeah, same branch.
Okay.
Convenient. And that's basically using your 2 successes and a triumph
Right.
because I forgot to put a difficulty in.
Oh, okay.
And with your success and 3 advantages, I mean, it's not a terribly uncommon name,
Right.
especially the name you would know.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure there's some humans called that.
Okay, but I don't know. I'm not certain if I know them. Okay.
Well,
Fair enough.
you're certain that is a possibility, and it's a very
Right.
reasonable possibility. You
Okay.
don't personally know this person.
Okay.
I will. I will look over at Lux and go. Do we have coffee on this ship?
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, we have coffee.
I'll point at
Thank
Van
you.
Laar.
Of course we have coffee. How the hell do you think I wake up every morning?
Thank you.
I assume the same way most sapient beings do, by opening your eyes and sitting up.
How do you do this? How does that work?
He is a unicorn. I don't even know how to properly explain Sen. But no, let me show you. It's in the rec room,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
which is the room labeled 13.
I like that. I just like that the thing that throws people off the most about Senstaku is that he doesn't drink alcohol or coffee.
Oh yes, we have plenty of alcohol too.
You're also talking to a person who, when you said we don't do slaves, he was like, "Why?" So
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like
Because we don't.
a question
Yeah,
that
I
you
was there
literally
for that conversation. So
you wouldn't have to explain that to anyone else or to most other people.
No, it's fair.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
yep. So yes, here's the coffee. There is plenty of drink in this cabinet. He at least showed you where the food was. He does technically need to eat,
I mean,
right?
nah, but I didn't really ask about that. We got on
Okay,
coffee,
that's
and he was like, "I don't drink coffee," and I was like, I don't trust people who don't drink coffee, so I had to
right.
take a moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I had to take a moment and mentally collect before I said some shit I didn't need to say.
No, I get it. I was the same way at first, but no, he's really weird, but he's cool.
That's like my little brother, actually.
Yeah. So,
No, I mean like the really weird, but
oh,
and
The one
eventually
that went to live with a hermit.
right. Okay.
it was complicated. My parents something it was complicated. We were younger, so
No, I get it. I had a really weird growing up experience myself. But that is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, everything you need to just chill, relax is here for the most part. Anything else, all you have to do is ask. Um,
so y'all, this is your ship now.
Yes.
essentially,
Technically, sorta like y'all on
Well,
a payment plan, or
we got this. We got so. All right. So here's what happened. We just right before we were here, there was one other place, but right, took a job at this guy who had these very creepy, bodyguard people, and it was this delivering these goods from here to here, and yes, gave us this ship. Is it ours, quote unquote, in an official capacity? I mean, Sen seems to think so, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop personally. You don't get a ship for transporting a single crate, a couple crates worth of goods across somewhere.
At which point you hear from the cargo bay, "I'm fully expecting to have to kill that man."
I know you are, and I'm okay with that.
hey, I'm down with that too. Can we go do it now?
We have to. I mean, we have to drop off the.
That was a joke.
stuff
You don't kill your
before.
boss in the middle of a job, really? That's very unprofessional. What's wrong with you people?
We just
I
met.
said expecting to.
Yes, we're talking about down the line.
Yeah, when we don't work for him no more, I'll kill whoever. I don't give a fuck.
I like you.
I mean, that's what I do. I kill people and I steal shit. That's what I do. I mean, really, that's what I do. So.
I mean, we transport. We're really flexible on what we do for the most part.
And on
except
who?
Incredibly flexible with the things that we do.
except not slaves apparently. So I don't
No,
know what that's about. But all right.
I'm. I'm confused why you would be surprised by that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like when
I will
you
then
kill
round-
people and steal shit for a living, I don't understand why
I will then.
slaves.
I will then
doesn't-
round the corner, mostly because, except for me, the rest of the crew are people that could theoretically be put into slavery. And then I continue on
that
towards
makes
towards the cockpit.
Oh, Sen, you could be put there too.
I'm not
It's like,
exotic enough. He calls back over his shoulder.
I mean, I don't know,
Sure.
you look pretty fucking exotic to me. I don't.
No, I'm fairly familiar with how the Empire runs things, and I don't
You
have a lot of
did-
agreement.
You spent time on Nar Shaddaa. That you know what that makes. A lot
Yes,
of
I
sense.
did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Um,
My bad. No judgment here. I'm just saying. You know.
oh no, it's cool. Like I understand what goes on in Nar Shaddaa stays in Nar Shaddaa. And the
Look,
huts
I'm
have
saying-
their thing. I
You
get
know what I'm
it.
saying? If you're gonna pay me
Right.
to do something, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna ask no questions.
That's fair. I have to set boundaries for myself because if I don't, it's too easy for me to cross them.
Now that's like recon. All the boundaries and the rules and the this and that and this is
I
how we
mean-
have to do things. And yeah. I'm sorry. I'm bringing my emotional baggage onto the ship.
No.
I apologize.
Believe me, you are about to be awash in emotional baggage for the rest of this flight.
Speaking
I
of
say
flights,
that
man,
good natured.
where's your buddy? Like, we need to get going.
Which I am on the comlink going, Praz, what's up?
So, Prez, you do find those two contracts, and I can't find a section in this stupid book that's like, here's how much credits things are, aside from, like, here's how much credits buying this thing is.
Yeah.
So, you can get a decent-sized paycheck for either of these people. Obviously, the one without any information, or any information about why, is a little more pricey. The two you see that interest you are Arieli Lumsal and Dinad Grisel. And Arieli is the slightly bigger head. As you're doing that, another guy comes up, pulls off the wall the bounty for the bale hopper. That's not the right term.
Okay. Well, I mean, I assume they've had this up for a while, so I guess it's whoever gets to them first. So
Yeah.
Uh,
Seems. This is a pretty active area. Lots of various people coming in and out as you're looking at this.
okay.
And Sem's call comes in.
I'll come back over the comlink. Just looking for a little extra work. I'll take down in a notebook I conveniently have the names and last location of
All right.
both of them, I guess. The other guy doesn't have a last known location other than here. So
Yeah, both of the last known locations are here.
okay.
One
Where
of
was
them has a description of why they are wanted. The other one does not.
Okay. Does it say? Does it have any listed contacts or any known contacts? The big guy, the big paycheck, bigger.
Ariali, it doesn't give you too much else. Gives you a pretty detailed physical description, and this is a human woman, short red hair, medium build, leaner side, and that this person doesn't have a ship themselves, left here by charter.
By charter?
Yep.
Okay. Does it say which ship? Or have a name
it
of ship?
doesn't give you that information.
Okay.
It's kind of like those wanted posters where the credits are really big, so you don't realize that there isn't very much on it.
Yeah, that's why it's they did what we would do. So they left when nobody was paying attention.
Yep. Or somebody is hushing up something about them, or they just don't feel like telling you all the details.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll take down the information that they got for both of the bale hopper and Arieli, and start heading back to the ship.
Cool. Do you answer your call?
Yeah, I did. I said I was looking for extra work.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm on my way back now.
All right.
Great.
See you when you get back. And then
All right.
I'll hit the ship-wide intercom now that I'm in the cockpit. Praz is on his way back. We'll be leaving and we'll be landing gear up as soon as he's back.
All right.
Right
Okay.
on.
And as Praz arrives, Destiny coagulates, and we will roll your obligation pool.
Yay, coagulating destiny.
Destiny coagulate.
Yeah, I've never heard Destiny doing
I
that.
want you to find a better
That
term.
needs to be the episode of the title of this episode. Destiny coagulates.
Hey, you rolled a 2.
Fine. And that was a 2. Because Jeremy was talking when I rolled the dice.
Right?
Is that a me or a Jeremy? I don't remember.
You don't know because I have the order in my sheet.
Aha.
Because Excel has a nice little thing where you can add numbers. And Lux, we'll focus in on you for a second.
Yeah. You don't know. So Lux? No, I'm kidding.
On this ship, I'm just saying, in general, the order isn't anywhere you guys.
Right, I know.
I don't mind telling you guys, but it's for me, so when people are gone.
Right.
Lux, there's no nice way to say this.
Okay.
As you are resituating your room into the more thematically appropriate or otherwise desirable location.
Right. I mean, really, it's just when we eventually have to use the escape pod, I still have all my shit.
You're moving, you're honestly a little limited because of your current situation, but your stuff into this new room and rearranging it in whatever way suits you best.
Right.
And as you're looking around, you don't know if like a reflection caught you weird or something, or it's just moving into a new room with no one to accompany you.
Right.
But you're thinking about someone that you left behind.
Okay. Okay.
So you have a strain threshold that is reduced by 2, and everyone else has a strain threshold reduced by 1.
Okay. Cool.
Strain threshold reduced by 1 temporarily.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna mark 1 up. That way I don't forget to turn my strain back up later.
Okay. Yes,
So,
mark it in whatever way is convenient for you, and that will last until the end of the session.
So the double airlock shuts suddenly, and someone is not coming out of their room right now.
Okay.
I really hope 2 doesn't take you below your minimum. I don't think it does. I don't think it can. Never mind.
I'm pretty certain it can't because you start at 10.
Yeah.
So.
No, never mind.
Yep.
I was being silly. No, none of you are currently suffering from strain.
Nope.
Aside from the impacts.
Yeah.
None of you have incurred additional strain this session.
Correct. So yeah, once Praz is up, I'll go ahead and send a takeoff clearance request.
Cool. You get it pretty immediately. Not that many people come in and out of here. And make me make me a flight roll.
And I will just come over the intercom saying, "All right, we're taking off."
I'm gonna strap into whatever I can strap into because I don't know how he flies yet.
I'll
All
sit
right.
down next to him, unstrapped.
There's
say, "Good idea."
strappable seats in the cockpit, and you can also brace yourself in the rec room.
And I'll actually ask Van
Well,
Laar
apparently-
if he's-
Holy shit!
Apparently, the dark side that our game master tripped gave me what would have been a fine roll into a failure, an advantage, and a despair. So I obviously crashed the ship into the station, and everybody dies.
Did you just like back out and drag it across the thing and just?
I shifted into
All right,
shifted into
you're
forward.
flying for the next few hours. Have fun.
I shifted into forward and went wham. It's like,
No, you punch it with no issue.
Okay. That's even worse than having crashed it.
the camera pans back and you see Slave 1.
No, actually no. But amusing image.
So yeah, and then over the comms, because you said it'd be like a day from here to our
Yeah, it's gonna be a good day and almost a day and a half.
Yeah. So then smoothly, once we're in hyperspace. All right, we've got a day and a half.
Okay. I'll fill them in on the bounties that I grabbed, and I'll actually ask Venlar if he ever heard of an Arieli and why she might be wanted.
Can I roll that?
You can roll me an underworld check for that. Give me a second.
Yeah, I don't know how long he's been on that station. If he was there when anything happened, or...
Are you sharing this through the comm or?
No, I'm assuming when we're all in the same general area.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
staying
I-
in my room.
Okay. Then you don't know.
Okay. Just wanted that.
You know,
that was why I wanted to.
I'm
check.
setting.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just setting a navigation alarm for if anything suddenly appears in front of us that's going to make us jump out of hyperspace. And then I'm
This
gonna.
is why I hate you guys knowing if you succeed or fail.
Well, no. That's if you're on autopilot. That's a pretty standard thing to do.
No, there are about 20 different alarms that are already set, but you set an additional one.
Yeah, like that's a pretty standard thing.
No, it is. But when you say it,
And then I'm gonna
okay.
go.
So yeah, you know nothing about
No, dog, I ain't heard shit.
that individual.
All right.
I'm gonna go back into the
You didn't
rec
ask?
room.
No, like, you didn't go inquire further. You know what? You were gone too long. I didn't need you to do nothing else.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, no. We can always just pop back here, and then I can start over. Ask. I know she left on a chartered ship. I just gotta find out when she left, and
See, that would have been useful to go see what ship she chartered.
yeah, but I don't know where the fuck any of the shit was on the station. And
That's a really good.
we already got one thing to do.
That's true. We should probably just get that done and go from there.
So I'm gonna go sit down at the table, reach over to the drawer where the kitchen counter thing is, pull out a deck of cards, close it. Anyone up for some pizzazz
So
while we wait?
does he usually just walk away from the cockpit while he's flying? Like, that's just a regular thing that he does.
I mean, there's a droid in there, so if anything happens, it'll let us know.
Also, it's called autopilot.
Yeah.
Y'all are those.
It's called you're in hyperspace. Micromanaging would be bad
Yeah.
at this point.
Like in hyperspace for 26 hours, I'm not gonna sit in the cockpit the whole time.
That's a good point, actually.
I'll play Pizzac with you. I just gotta go to my room real quick because you can't play cards without a drink. So
I have
I'm gonna
one.
go grab one of my bottles of whiskey.
I mean, I'll go sit and watch him play cards. That's fine.
I'm just gonna, take the blaster off my holster, stick it in my coat, throw the coat over the back of the seat, as I normally do.
Yeah.
And, sit down and start shuffling up the cards, which is completely unnecessary because they're all digital cards that change numbers randomly. But he does it he does it because that's something that he learned from his mentor.
Not everybody can afford digital cards, all right, dude?
Yeah. No, exactly. Even though these are digital cards, like he still shuffles them.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit in for a hand? It says looking over at Venlar.
No, I'll just watch for now.
I find that, in my experience, cards are a really good way to get to know people. And I'll
I agree.
just start playing against Praz. I'm not sure what sort of rolls we want to make for this. If we want to make
That
rolls.
probably-
Yeah.
Stuff.
So, first question: are either of you cheating?
No.
No.
Okay. Then
Is that a custom skill that we're gonna have to do?
Or,
Oh.
well,
no, I'm gonna say
be like skullduggery.
Sorry, I don't know what the actual rules for this are, but we're going to improvise.
Well, I would imagine Pazak is basically blackjack. So
Yeah.
it's a game of bluffing.
It's a game of bluffing.
Yeah.
I'm so good at that.
And I assume neither of you is. Yeah, so it's a game of bluffing, and neither of you are actively cheating. Not that either of you can splice the digital cards to cheat.
No, that's why we're playing with digital cards. We can't cheat.
You can
Can't
cheat.
is a
I mean, yeah.
technicality.
Yeah. It's
You
hard.
guys
I'm
can't
gonna
cheat.
say
I could.
make me charm rolls, and then we'll add something else to that.
Okay.
Charm? Okay, I'm not good at that.
All right. Is difficulty ready, or are we just rolling it flat?
You're rolling it flat, so let me remove difficulty.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Wham! 2 advantage.
2 successes.
Gee, I wonder which of those is better. And on top of that, I'm gonna have each of you. Actually, never mind.
Okay.
So the first 2 rounds, Sen, you feel like you're getting a really good handle of how Praz is playing this game. Praz, you're actually winning the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not every hand, but first 3 or 4 hands, that's the way it's going.
Okay.
Like, I'm not playing to win right now. I'm playing to read. I am reading Praz.
Well, you're also trying to win and failing to win. But
Well, I mean, setting your goals.
you are reading, and are you talking while you do this, or just playing?
Yeah, just talking back and forth. Nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Making idle chatter?
what sort of bounties did you pick up, Praz?
One of them's a bail hopper. Should be pretty easy. He had a last known location, and well, at least on the station, and he shouldn't be too hard to track down. The other person, I have a name and a description, and I know that they chartered a ship off because they didn't own their own. But it doesn't say when they were wanted either.
All right, well,
So I don't know how hot or cold the trail will be when if we go after that person.
we could probably have Lux take a look and see if she can find anything relevant, and outside of that, stop back at the station once we drop off our cargo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Lux, where are you?
No, she's in the escape pod.
Hmm.
Lux, have you locked yourself in your room again?
Oh, that's her
There
room
is
now.
no active response.
That's her room now. When did she do that?
A few
When
minutes
you were gone.
after she got back, before you did.
Yeah.
Uh,
Once we figured out that was the escape pod.
Yeah.
Is that normal? Like, she just doesn't respond to comms?
more often than would be liked, but not often enough that it's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just that's
Yeah.
I mean,
if
if
there's
you want
a
to go,
problem,
if you
we'd
want to go
know
knock
about
on the
it,
door,
but-
you're welcome to go try.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck what she's doing. I just don't like people not responding to comms.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, it is a little annoying, but
I mean, all else fails, I could just disconnect the escape pod, and it wouldn't be a problem anymore.
she definitely
Okay,
pipe up over the comms.
Yes, she would. It's true. We get a reaction.
Okay, but that's fewer guns. We need more guns.
And
not-
I've left the comm link on, by the way, for this whole bit. So I mean-
I just feel like I think that we're going to dangerous territory
I mean,
that
it's
people don't know a whole lot about.
one fewer
Probably
gun.
have.
Lux, as you hang out with your misery, people are talking about you,
Yes.
and they know
If
you.
At
Yo.
one point, she's like,
No.
if you detach the fucking escape pod, I can still maneuver in it. Which just means I will get to a place where I can find a ship where I can hunt you down.
Did you say that over the comms?
Hey,
Yes.
hunt him down. I didn't do shit to you. I
Hey,
didn't do
look, we
nothing.
got a response.
Was that?
Oh.
For the record, I'd recommend not doing that in hyperspace because you don't know how to fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of kinky. But anyway, that's really messed up, dog. You just did that to her. That's
We have an ongoing back and forth relationship.
I think you have the relationship with just about
he's
everybody.
An asshole.
Yeah, no, I got that. Trust me, I read that one loud and clear.
Since Taku just smiles. He learned that from his master.
Yeah.
He learned how to be a dick from a human.
Press just
So,
takes a kind of just sip of his whiskey and just leans back in the chair while he listens to Lux yell at Prez or yell at Sun.
And we continue to play Pazak.
Yep.
Yeah, they like to bicker, so
It's-
he says, turning to Venlar.
It's entertainment.
I normally leave the room when it starts, so I don't have to deal with it. But occasionally they just do it over the comms anyways, so...
I mean,
Yeah.
in background, normally it's good-natured bickering. This is a very
Yeah.
different kind of bickering.
I mean, he did just kind of threaten to jettison her escape pod in hyperspace.
It wasn't a serious
Yeah, but I'd
threat.
shoot him before he did that, so...
I mean, I'm saying if he said that shit to me, I'd be upset too.
Yeah,
I don't. Really
yeah, I'm
think
not
that's-
saying she's wrong. He is an asshole.
He kind of
But-
is.
He just
He's
shrugs.
also not stupid enough to do that.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's really mean enough to do that either. He don't seem like a mean person. He's just rude and
These are all fair
difficult.
points.
Also, he's smart enough not to do that because he knows I could hunt him down.
Ain't nobody scared of you, girl. Hush.
There is long peel, like a long 30 seconds of laughter before the comms shut off.
And he says I'm an asshole.
I mean, I gotta admit that was pretty fun.
All right, rolling again.
I get one advantage.
I get 2 successes and an advantage.
That boost
Okay.
did nothing.
So your advantages do cancel out. I love that the boost I gave you does nothing.
Yeah.
Then, luck of the draw, it's coming back around to you.
Just all of a
And
sudden,
also,
we
for
start
any of
losing.
the people who actually know what card games do what, I apologize. I looked it up. Blackjack doesn't work like that. I think. I'm still not entirely sure.
It's entirely a bluff based game. The objective is to make the objective is to push your luck a little bit in drawing cards, but also to make your opponent misplay what they think is a good hand versus what you actually have.
That's poker.
It's also blackjack.
I don't. Yeah, no, I know.
So apparently that's one of those words that has regional meanings that we talk about on the Saturday morning game all the time.
I get.
But I don't know.
Blackjack
so
has a different
I
regional
apologize
meaning.
if I'm wrong. I apologize if I'm right. And so, out of curiosity, I'm assuming you're not betting anything because you're both broke.
No.
Okay.
I'm not
totally
so
broke,
you're
but I'm not
starting
going to give him my
You're not
money.
necessarily getting an edge in the cumulative rounds, but you're edging out.
Eventually, I
Or
will
mentioning
ask him
Lux
to kill
gave you
me.
some extra.
Yeah, we'll deal Van Laar in. This is mostly just to kill time
Yeah.
until something exciting happens.
So,
At one point, I do finally I come out just long enough to make my way into the room, grab something out of the liquor cabinet, and then head back.
She lives. She lives.
Do you want it on
do
the
you
game?
intend to eat?
Eat? No.
Okay.
I mean, she grabbed her breakfast and then went back.
Oh, she like really mad. I was just saying, like,
So
I continue to drink my water while the rest of the crew gets soused. Therefore, when something does happen, I'm the only one who can respond.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not like
I just-
slamming shots of whiskey.
So
I'm
the
just
three of you can
nursing.
make charm rolls. You no longer have a boost, Sen.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Ignore 2 of those advantages because that's all that came off the thing. So 2 success and an advantage.
2 success and advantage. 2 success and advantage from Sen. A success from Praz, and 2 success from Vanlar. So, all of you are playing, and it's a little bit of a different game with 3 people. You're all readjusting your strategies and doing other things that have card words in them. Sen and Van.
Vanlar.
Vanlar and Sen are both getting quite a few wins. Praz, you're also winning a few hands, but you're losing more than you're winning.
Yeah, I'm not so much for card games. When I normally do it, it's with other people that aren't that good at it.
It's fair.
It's all in fun, man. We're just playing around
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Well, after a few more rounds, I'm going to finish my drink of water, stand up.
Sure, you're all right to fly.
I'm positive.
I get it.
Right.
Just using a flash.
So,
That's funny.
how are you is that how you're passing the next day and a half or so, or?
Well,
No,
I was gonna go. I was actually going to go check on Lux. So just that.
Oh, that's probably okay.
So I after leaving them at the card table, after a few more hands, I'm going over to the escape pod and just cling, cling, cling.
What do you want?
To know why you're sulking?
Oh, damn. I feel like that was not a good way to start that conversation.
Yeah, did you leave the door to the rec room open? Because that'd be some funny shit to overhear.
I mean, it probably closes after itself automatically just in case of the cargo gets
Oh.
jettisoned. Because that is an airlock door.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Never mind.
There's probably about 3 seconds of silence, and then the door opens. They'll stay or go.
Step inside.
Door shuts.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, just our new companion talking about got me thinking about some of the past stuff,
Like what?
like some of the things that I've done. I'm in a place. I'll be fine. To someone.
Okay. Would this someone be? I'm just gonna start going through names. Korik. Would it be
There's
Sulin?
alongside.
Would it be Vidar?
No.
Would it be like just going through names?
Oh, you're infuriating when you won't give me a. I was thinking a lot about Cork. It just go do your gonna be fine in here. It's... I need a wallow period. I'll be fine once we get out. Once we land.
All right.
I just didn't. This was not the best way for the new crew member to be introduced.
I mean, it's fair. Unexpected introductions can be a hassle.
I mean, it's fine. He's fine. He's fine, and he's fine. But yeah, I just didn't. Go annoy him. I'll leave the comms on. That'll at least entertain me.
There you go. Oh, by the way.
Yeah?
Eventually, Praz did pick up a pair of bounties that we'll probably want to look into, information-wise. Probably have to go back to that station to properly hunt, but...
Give me some names. I'll do some checking.
I'll give the two names, or the name,
Well,
the
give me something
one
to
name
do it.
that Praz gave and information.
Okay.
In particular, chartered a flight off of that station, which means there might be extra net logs of them going somewhere else.
Right. I'll do some checking around.
And that was what was that name?
Arieli.
Arieli.
I don't know what the build. Oh.
Janad
There you
and
go.
Arieli are the two
Janad-
names.
Janad and Arieli.
Alright.
Both are humans. One has a full description.
Yep.
Yeah.
Arieli is
Cool.
the one that left on a jet plane.
The
Doesn't
hell's
know
a
if
jet
she'll be
plane?
back again.
Exactly.
We're old.
So yeah, then I'll head back out and go spend time in the cockpit, making sure everything's good, checking our sensor readouts, things like that.
And I will start looking for information on these two because it gives me something to do that doesn't involve
Right.
hacking the Empire. Because it was a good thing that you came in because that was that was literally what I was about to say.
Well, here we go.
Hello?
See,
Okay,
he does care. He's just an
yes.
asshole.
Exactly.
So, who are you looking for info on first?
We'll start with the person with the most information.
So-
So Arieli.
No, Janad.
No,
Janad.
Arieli is the one you have more information on. Janad, they were both last seen on the base.
Yeah.
Arieli, you have a physical description. Janad, you know why he's wanted.
Okay. Well, I figured they'd have if he's the bail hopper, they'd have a better description of him. In
You
case
didn't-
he.
There
Or
isn't
something
much
like
of a
that.
description on Janad. That was what you knew.
Okay.
Which is not to say that the description was not available. It just wasn't posted there.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That is tends to be stage one of find
Yeah.
information.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you have more information on Arieli.
All right. So I'll go ahead and start looking all over the usual places. If somebody was trying to get away,
Yeah, just recently chartered ships.
Yep, recently chartered ships. All the usual places that people tend to go in order to hide. Nar Shaddaa, Hut space in general, Outer Rim areas.
You're in the outer rim currently, just
Yes,
for the
But-
record.
right. But there's other. I mean, it's a big
I mean,
rim.
that's the best way to avoid the Empire. So
Oh,
I
it really is.
we were anyway.
Try and find a particular sector on that goddamn map.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, good to roll.
Good to roll.
Okay. Fuck you, dice.
I didn't even have to upgrade that.
That was one failure and 3 advantages. So I'm assuming I found nothing.
You found nothing. You didn't find. You're pretty sure you didn't like trigger any alarms or screw anything up, but you didn't find anything that you thought was relevant.
Okay.
You
And
didn't
then-
find an absence of things. You
Right.
found nothing useful.
So what we're saying
And then
is
a
we
roll
need
for
to start.
Jadon.
We need to start using. I'm going to use a destiny point to upgrade Lux's next roll.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Thanks for starting to use your destiny pool, because I've been using mine.
Yep.
I keep
haven't-
forgetting about that.
Yeah, I haven't
I'm
rolled
scared to
anything.
use
I'm
it.
not
It's
gonna
got
blow
too
it on
much
a card
dark side
game.
on it.
Well, now it's got. Well, no, it
it's-
switches. Now it's more
So
light
the
than dark.
pool goes back and forth.
Okay.
See how it says.
so-
I haven't looked. So.
If you look in chat, you'll see it in the Roll20 chat. You'll see it.
Yeah. No, I was down to 1 point.
And now.
Okay.
So I'll end a roll for Janan.
So you need to upgrade that roll.
Oh,
You-
I
You
see.
need
I
to.
see. Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on your character
So
sheet where it says
re-roll
dice pool.
because that needs to be edited. Or
and that
wasn't
was
correct.
+1 on the
Just
blue on the.
no,
in
no.
the side with the positive dice.
Oh, upgrade!
it
I
will
see
need
it.
Upgrade.
I see it. I see it.
Yep.
It does that math for you. You don't have to know.
Okay, and hey, look!
Yes!
I got successes on
Finally!
something. 4 successes, 2 threats, and a triumph. I found someone.
The destiny.
Yeah.
Using the destiny point helped.
So, yeah, you found someone. This guy has. It is certainly not public, but
Mhm.
essentially he has a Facebook
Okay,
that is.
is it a Facebook or is it like a Tinder?
Whichever you wish it to be.
Okay, keep
I'm
it.
mad he said Tinder.
It's privated to like invited friends only, but
Okay,
you know some back doors.
right.
And you know certain ways to get onto these sites because the Empire likes to know those things.
Also,
Correct.
also Lux is an attractive female, and therefore can get invited.
Do
Yes.
you
Oh, that's what I was
to
going
go
to
about
say.
it that way?
Girl,
No,
roll that-
no, no. I'm not
Okay.
putting any kind of information related to me on one
Yeah.
of these places
That's what I was thinking.
because I don't want to put a giant empire-sized bullseye on my forehead.
And you certainly don't need to with your level of computer prowess that I'm so glad you finally rolled well on.
Yes.
Now, as of his last post, which was like less than a week ago, he was still on that station you were just at.
Okay.
Status update. Running from the law. Love the vacation. No. That's not quite what it is, but it's like dudes hanging out so hard.
Oh, I can't wait to catch this person already.
Yeah. When you share this with me, he will facepalm.
All right.
Yeah. That's
So I'm gonna look for people that
Now,
he has
as for the
connections
threat-
to.
a little easy to find. It's possible someone else will get that bounty before you get back.
Right. Okay. So I finally come out of the the escape pod, swaying a little bit. I have finished off most of a bottle of Iridonian whiskey at this point.
Oh, you took my bottle?
I just grabbed a bottle out of no, because you bought some for me too. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So swaying a
I'll
little
take
bit.
the liquor cabinet if you want to.
Oh man, I really hope we don't get in a fight anytime soon.
It's fine.
And
She's the
she
only one that's
slams
drunk.
the data disk down on the
Oh
table.
no, I was talking about her.
There's everything that we're gonna need to know once we get back on Janan, assuming he's not already caught and headless by the time.
I
'cause
read over this.
He's a fucking idiot.
Oh, okay, time out. Hold on. I feel like do you want to take a nap? You want some we can make you some coffee. 'cause
Oh,
you sound a little
no.
bit stressed out.
Are you kidding? I am so not stressed out right now. I'm good.
She's also not wrong.
Nope,
This guy's an
okay.
idiot. And he'll show you this guy's fucking status update where he.
Oh,
yeah.
damn. Yep.
Yeah. If he's
Click.
the fact that he's been
People still
gone
do
this
that?
long
Like,
is a feat for him.
I don't know. I think it talks about the competition as much as it talks about him. Damn.
I'm scanning the relative area. I'm just gonna check on our status, like it's make sure we're still on course.
Okay.
I assume it's been several hours since we set out, and I'm about to go to
Yeah,
sleep, and I
no,
just want
it's
to do that
been
check
several
before I go
hours
to
at
sleep.
this
thing.
point, and you're still going. Just for brevity's sake, I will tell you that nothing bad's happened until you arrive.
Okay.
So, how you're spending the
That's
next?
fine. So yeah, I check it. We're still on course over the
Yeah.
intercom. All right. The pilot is going to go pass out. Enjoy yourselves. And then
Yeah,
I
I'm
go-
probably gonna catch some winks too.
And I go to my room.
All right.
And I go to my room.
I'm
Which
gonna-
room did you claim?
So y'all claim the 2 rooms. Well, I know Lux moved, but y'all before I got
So
there,
the
y'all.
one that says Praz's room and the one that says Sen's room both have attached, essentially, conference areas. There's 3 labeled 9 on the other side that are open.
Okay, yeah, I got the one closest to the common room, the 9 closest to the common room.
Okay, so the first on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
if someone would
yeah.
like to label that, good to know.
Yeah. My little conference room area has basically turned into a mini armory where I keep all my stuff. So.
Good to know.
All right. So yeah, I sleep and then wake up roughly an hour before we were supposed to hit
Cool.
hit stop.
So
I mean,
once
no
everybody
one's-
leaves, I go back to my room and start doing.
I'm gonna do my
making
own-
bad slicing choices.
I'm gonna do my own interweb search for
Okay.
Arielle, see if I can find anything
Um,
on her, and I'm gonna use a point to upgrade too.
Use a
okay,
destiny
give
point.
me a second to...
Ah,
Yeah,
we're back
go
to
ahead.
even now. 3-3.
I can go.
Yep.
A success with 2 threats.
You find a possible ship. You don't necessarily know if it's the right one. Would have left in an acceptable time frame, and it's the candidate you think is most likely.
Okay.
But of the limited number that were actually officially left
Listed.
officially.
Yeah, one of the scheduled
Scheduled
chartered ships
charter
we-
that would have taken someone of generic description.
Yeah.
Without, first checking the bounty office to see if they were listed.
Yep.
Of course, you also did it with all the subtlety of a rhino charging into a tea shop.
That's
So-
how Luck would feel about it, correct?
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's
with all the
actually
subtlety
more that you only looked in public places.
So
You
Yeah.
looked at the scheduled shuttle that is officially going and leaving.
I went on Spacebook and said, "Hey, does anybody know Arielle?"
with all the subtlety with all the subtlety of Lux looking into the Empire's activities.
Speaking
You
of,
could
Luck
just
said
fuck
she was
right
making
up.
bad slicing choices, and I want to know what they were.
So she is going to, yes, very, very bad slicing choices. She is going to start looking into what imperial activities are going on in this particular part of the sector or
Okay.
of the rim. And trying to find ways that she can just through hacking, slicing, fuck with them.
All right, that's probably
Her
the-
anger towards the Empire has been restoked for the moment.
That's going to be a little bit staggered, just so you're aware. This first roll is going to be for finding out what's going on, essentially.
Okay, and I am using some goddamn destiny. All right.
So upgrade your roll and do it.
Yep.
We're back down to 2-4. The dark side is winning.
Hey, a success and a triumph.
Yeah.
That
So
means
with the
it's harder
success,
fine.
With the success and a triumph, you succeed with additional benefit. Unless you would like to spend your triumph, I might recommend that you do in some variety. How would you like to spend your triumph? We'll start there.
So I would like to, the smart move would be to make it harder to realize that I got in. But Lux is not being safe at the moment, so I don't think that would be accurate. I'm going to say I want to use it in terms of creating a backdoor that makes it easier for me to get in later.
All right. That would be to this part of the sector's specific systems, but that's fine.
Right. Yes. Not to Imperial Black Ops as a whole. Just for this.
The Empire doesn't really have things that aren't from a textbook perspective Black Ops.
Right. I know. My sort of old me sort of activities.
Special
Their army
ops.
is a giant thing saying discretionary spending.
We're looking for the special ops within the Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna have, and given that success, you can make me another role that will be looking into trying to narrow down to something specific.
Right.
You are
Okay.
in the systems.
Okay. And I will not use one this time because I don't want to use all of it up.
I will. Or
I really should have.
next roll.
I mean, it's a triumph
Okay.
and 2 threats, so...
2 threats and a triumph. Triumphs do not completely, but sort of counteract a threat.
Okay.
So it's a little bit slim pickings.
Right.
There's a few things you don't want to push too hard on. That you could fuck with without checking what they are.
Right.
I
But
feel
I'm
like
not
checking
so
what they are
angry
might
as-
be risky.
Yeah, I'm not so angry as to be that stupid. Angry and drunk as to be that stupid.
And there is a few other essentially routine-esque things. These long-range scouts are going in and out at these times.
Okay.
You could screw with the Imperial timetables if you would like.
I mean, it's really petty and small revenge, but whatever works.
Okay. Give me a
That's
second
for
to
the
adjust the
pinnacle.
destiny pool
All right.
and the difficulty.
Uh-huh. This is going to
Um,
go so well.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. So that would be no successes and 3 advantages.
3 advantages and no successes. If you'd like to spend those, you can. But no successes.
All right. Did the ship blow up while I was gone?
No.
I have not caused the ship to blow up yet.
Um,
I will... I'm trying to think of a good way that I could do to...
Yeah. You can spend them essentially to uncover more information or details.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, more, at least being able to pull more information out of this. I don't feel like it was completely useless hacking.
So
'cause that's not gonna make feel
you are like in the spreadsheets and you're not able to figure out how to mess with them in a way that would be subtle but petty.
Mhm.
And then but in addition, you are able, because you're in those tables, you're able to see a lot of, at least on the surface level, what ships the Empire is sending in and out of this area.
Okay.
This is for space that you're pretty sure was Republic at the end of the war, or at least Republic important at the end of the war.
Mm-hmm.
This space is pretty minimally trafficked.
Okay.
Part of that's probably its outer rim, and it's an edge part of the outer rim.
Right.
So you're not expecting to see heavy traffic, and a lot of what's sent out does seem to have some sort of military escort. From your spy experience, you're pretty sure, at least from what is semi-official,
Mm-hmm.
the Empire doesn't necessarily trust this space.
Okay. So
Doesn't mean they don't have a hand here.
It's spooky ghost space.
So I'm gonna get all the collect all of the information that I have, or that I
Sure.
pulled from this. All of the.
With 3 advantages, it's very easy to pull basically the entire
Yeah.
timetable as it currently exists.
I'm gonna take all of this, and I want to. If this place is not strong imperially, it's probably pretty strong rebellion-wise. I'm going to try to find a rebellion network that I can send this to anonymously.
Okay. That's going to be 2 rolls again, because
Right.
I don't feel like doing all of this in one is fair to
No,
you.
that's fine. Because of how badly I roll.
Well,
and I
no,
will use a point on
because
this.
the challenge of doing everything cumulatively would be pretty staggering.
That's fair.
If you want to go really fast, I'd make it all 1 roll.
Okay.
So, first roll to find a rebellion network. That's going to be a little hard.
Yeah,
Upgrade
no, I
that
imagine that's
roll.
why
They don't want people with your training to be able to find it.
No, they don't. So
You're going to get us embroiled in the rebellion whether we like it or not, apparently.
I mean,
Probably.
you do know what my primary motivation
Oh, yeah.
is, right?
No, I know.
So that's 1 success and 2 threats.
You're an age of the you're an age of rebellion spy. You're not a edge of the empire spy. Yeah. So you do find one.
Okay.
And
They
you're
probably
pretty sure
know
you're
I do.
anonymous.
Okay.
You're also pretty sure it's probably constantly monitored.
Okay. No, that's fine. I don't care if it's monitored. In fact, monitored is probably better. And I am going to upload this up under I do not know what the actual Star Wars terminology is for this, but essentially the under the handle of Echo.
Handle.
Yeah. Okay.
The handle is the correct term.
With a short message of thought this may be valuable to you.
Okay.
Put it to good use.
Make me a roll just to remain anonymous while doing that.
Okay. That's 3 failures and 2 advantages, so I'm assuming I was not very anonymous.
You weren't necessarily very anonymous because you're not familiar with these systems yet.
This is Lux
But you're
drunkenly
pretty
like
sure you got it through, and you know that they noticed.
this is drunkenly like, oh shit, I think, oh, it's fine, whatever. Who gives a shit?
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
Me.
The information quickly disappears, like back off of the network as it is grabbed and then wiped squeaky clean, so that the Empire doesn't know we know that.
Right.
because
And then I am going
There's certain
to.
people wasn't subtle at all.
That's okay. I didn't need to be subtle on that part. It was the first part that I really needed to be subtle on. And that is my misbehaving for the night.
Okay. So I'm assuming everyone wakes up roughly around the same time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably like an hour later because I'm
All right.
really
so Lux is
hungover.
choosing to sleep in until Sen already said an hour before is when he's waking up. So
Yeah.
that was the.
So that means Lux wakes
Alright.
up as we're coming out of hyperspace.
Yep.
That's got to be great for hangovers.
Yeah. So you plop out of hyperspace. And yeah, Lux, it's an unpleasant time to wake up because you immediately slam on the equivalent of the brakes
Yeah.
as soon as you're going out.
Full stop.
Yeah, because you just saw something fly right in front of you
Yeah.
while you were still halfway in hyperspace.
Yep.
Over the comlink.
And there is an alarm blaring.
I hate you.
You're in the right place, but there's an alarm.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hate you with the fire of 1,000 Tatooine suns.
so rerun. What's that alarm? As I'm trying to figure out what
Okay,
just
that's
ran
going to
past
be a
us.
computers check. Give me a second to adjust the Destiny pool. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna could be.
Rerun is not rolling because
No,
I'm
I
lazy.
know. I'm gonna spend a Dusty point to upgrade that
Good.
because I don't computers.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Wham! 1 success, 3 advantage.
Oh, hey, you didn't even need to spend.
Well, no, I did. The upgrade is what got me the success.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
with a success, you're able to find out specifically what it is. Reading an alarm is not hard. Figuring out exactly what's wrong is.
Yeah.
So, essentially, there are some very many collision detection and safety protocols when you're in hyperspace, especially when you have a nice drive, which you do. And some of those do additional monitoring checks when they are exiting. One of those detected some sort of anomaly on the side of the ship as you were exiting, and has some readouts that you quickly pull access to about exactly what it was.
So what hitched a ride?
It doesn't seem like anything hitched a ride. It seems like something that was here was there while you were coming out. But whatever it was, perhaps the system's a little confused by it. It seems to be indicating it was some variety of denser gas. Though composition-wise, the sensors are confused.
Yeah. So what?
And as you are outside of hyperspace now, and
Yeah.
you are looking out at the stars and the planets and the sun of this system, you see something almost out of the corner of your eye, almost in the way where you feel like it might be there more because it's you than because it's
Yeah.
space. Something flick and flack out of existence, in and out.
I want to turn attention to that. Like, can I
Okay.
make out what it is from where I'm at?
Make
or do I need to
me
look
a
at
cunning
sensors?
perception.
Perception.
I don't have to specify; they're all in your sheet.
Yep. Do you need to adjust the difficulty?
Yes, I do.
I'm in the cockpit, so I'm assuming I'm noticing
Wait.
this.
Give me a second. No, Prez, you don't notice it at this point.
Okay. I'm just wondering why.
This
the hell
is
I slammed on the
because Sen
brakes.
was piloting, and there are things you see when you're driving that you don't see when you're in the passenger seat.
Right.
Also, you know why I slammed on the brakes? Because the alarms went off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
You know what? Know why the brakes were slammed, and if you'd like to be helping out, you can be. Lux, this is about when you arrive in the cockpit.
No. There needs to be a slight side as I run to the a space bathroom. Because there's vomiting that needs to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause she's been
Because
drinking.
I woke up to the lurch of the ship
Yeah,
stopping.
the nearest one is
And you're
across
probably a little
in the
bit
rec room.
hungover.
Yeah, you have to
Little
get
bit.
you have to get from the escape pod to the rec room, like through two
I can
airlock
make it.
doors.
I can make it.
Yes, you can.
You
make
act
it
like this is the first
just
time
easier.
Lux has ever had a hangover.
Hangover. Am I ready to roll?
Yep.
No success, no failure, 2 advantage.
You confirm once again you're in the right spot, and visually it matches what you should be seeing according to maps.
Yep. I'm just gonna do a sensor sweep because something fucked with the systems. So.
Yeah, I'll help
Okay.
with that.
So
Once
Alright.
I actually get up into the cockpit, what the fuck was that?
And I walk into the cockpit right behind her. What the fuck was that?
So I get a boost die from Praz.
Yep.
It's a computer's roll, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm going
Operating
to-
sensors is
I'm
as
gonna
far as
use. I'm gonna use another light side point
Okay.
to upgrade that because I want to be able to answer their question.
Let me adjust the dice pool real quick.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
A failure and an advantage.
You're really sure you're in the right spot, and
So all
the
the
systems
positive
are
dice
still very
rolled
confused.
nothing but advantage.
the systems are still very confused. That's
All right, so
most of what
so
you
as
get.
they came in, something was in our way when we dropped out of hyperspace, and something passed us.
Oh, okay, get out of the way. Let me go look.
I'm in the pilot's seat. I'm not getting out of the way.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like,
she's not really paying attention.
if you want to
So
go to
she
one,
goes to she goes to her seat.
like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
go
I
to
will
one of the
start
gunner
doing
seats.
some scans, looking over what was already detected, trying to figure out
Okay.
exactly what
Yeah.
just happened.
Make me a computer's roll.
Okay. Fuck.
Fortunately, a triumph does sort of cancel out both of those things. Sort of.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
So fortunately, your triumph does sort of cancel out the two other
Okay.
things. Sort of, but it does. You're not able to glean anything new. You'd probably need someone to be more of like a science-y chemist about it to figure out exactly what is wrong or what was detected. But you're going through, you're recalibrating the scanners, and you're able to determine there was no damage to the ship from whatever it was.
Okay.
Those systems are like pinprick sensitive.
Right.
So it's like when an ant climbs inside of a fire alarm. The fire alarm goes off. That doesn't mean there was a fire.
So, okay.
But you need it that sensitive.
I think we're good-ish.
I really hate when y'all use that word, man.
which word?
Well, what do you want me to
The
say? I wasn't
thing-
here.
I think, all of you, I think
Well, would you like to take a shot at it?
almost always when you guys say I think, something bad's about to happen. I'm just saying that's just an observation.
You know, you've only known us for about a day, and you know us surprisingly well.
You know them.
That being said, no, I'm legitimately pretty sure we're good. What was it? What did it look like? What was it? Anything?
Gas and a light.
Okay.
He just sort of shrugs. It's like I'm a pilot, not a scientist.
I don't even. Yeah, that's not my area of expertise. Do we need to hire a ship scientist?
Wouldn't be a bad idea. And I'm just gonna go ahead and head towards the drop point.
All right.
I'm just doing a visual sweep with through the Top Gun, just to make sure no ships are around.
Okay, give me a sec. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Failure with a threat.
God damn it.
You're scooping around. Nothing. What the fuck was that? Nothing.
Why would you keep looking after what the fuck was that?
Because you rolled a failure and a threat. You scooted back to it, didn't see anything there, and continued going.
Yeah. If Sen would stop trying to do goddamn barrel rolls in space, they don't make a damn difference.
I haven't moved the ship yet.
I was gonna say, right now, if he did a barrel roll, you would all know it, because the cockpit would need some serious cleaning.
I
haven't turned off the gravity stabilizers.
So that doesn't necessarily matter if everyone's in the cockpit, because the thing that causes motion sickness is the difference in your perception and what's outside.
That's fair. So I'm just going to gear up the ship and head towards the drop point and assume that if something's going to blow us out of the sky, it's going to do it now.
Okay. As you are making your things, each of you, I want to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Perception.
Let us know when we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, I need to re-roll. I shouldn't have had an upgrade. Or
yeah, no, you don't have that.
I forgot to turn it off.
I got a success with 4 threats.
I got 3 failures.
All right.
Hey, look! I was the most successful at something for once.
Yay.
So we're gonna start with the people who failed. Sen, you're piloting the ship. You're keeping an eye out, but you don't see anything blowing you up.
That's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
Vanlar, something's off. You don't know if it's on the ship or off it. Something's a little wonky. It's more of a gut thing than something you're actually seeing.
Right.
You have a fair bit of space travel experience. Something's off. But you don't see anything to confirm your weird gut feeling.
Uh-huh.
Praz, you're still scanning the gun. And you're going nothing. What the fuck was that? And this time you managed to go back fast enough to see this ethereal flicker.
Yeah, I keep an eye on that.
So
it almost looks like the shape of a ship, but it's not big enough, and it's not complete, and it's gone after only a few seconds.
I'll wait till.
And there's the person who actually had a decent number of successes. Lux, you're looking out the window, and you see someone standing outside of your place looking back at you.
What the fuck?
What?
And by the time you finish saying that, there's no one there anymore. But you're sure that wasn't just a weird reflection. You're
Just
sure
curiosity, is it anyone I recognize?
No, it was not someone you recognize.
Were
But
they in...
actually, you recognize that uniform.
Okay.
That was a separatist uniform.
Okay.
So,
Like old school separatist.
Like old school separatist, like Clone Wars era.
I know those.
Yeah,
I
you
used to
are
see them in
familiar
bloody
with that
pieces.
variety of uniform.
Yes.
So did you say what the fuck out loud?
Uh-huh.
What did you see?
What'd you see?
Now, I am assuming you're saying that there was somebody outside the ship, not in
Not in a
equipment
ship,
that would allow you
just
to
standing
breathe.
there looking back at you.
Okay. I realize how this is going to sound considering that I've woken up with a serious hangover.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But
Nothing else she's got to say.
that being said, there was somebody fucking outside the ship.
Yep, I knew it was gonna be some dumb shit.
Well,
And I think I saw that thing that Sen was talking about.
Have you
The-
mentioned that?
the-
Then?
Wait, you saw some shit too? Wait, y'all were both.
I know. I said there was a light and gas.
Yeah,
So
I saw something with gas and light, but looked like a ship, but not big enough to be one.
well, this is probably
gone.
This is probably a good time to bring up the fact that there are certain rumors I know about this nebula.
Wait a minute.
Like what, Sam?
What? Sen?
I didn't want to bring it up before just in case it was outright lies or the tales
Like
of drunken
what?
sailors, but
Then?
apparently there are ghosts in this nebula.
And cut. And that is where we will end for the night.
All right. So, we have been Final Show Films. We produce a wide variety of content every day of the week. You can check us out on our website at finalshowfilms.com. You also check us out on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. If you like what you saw, you'd like to see more. If you like what you heard, you'd like to hear more, check us out on our website. And you can also support us if you'd like. Throw a couple bucks our way on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. Thank you, in particular, to our $25 tier supporters, Chris Comfort and Antitonic, without whom we wouldn't be doing without them and everybody else that donates to the Patreon, we wouldn't be doing quite as well as we are right now. Currently, we're at a little over $100 a month, which is paying for all of our podcast feeds. Our next goal is $500 a month, which is going to be paying for our audio editor, specifically Jack, who you guys know from our vampire games and from our Thursday night games. He is doing a good portion of the audio editing in addition to me. Only unlike me, he's getting paid. And if you'd like to make sure he keeps getting paid, throw some money at our Patreon, get us up to that next donation goal. We appreciate it. We also like to thank 411mania.com. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about 411mania.com.
Hi, folks. Jeremy Thomas for 411mania.com. If you're interested in pretty much anything that's related to what geeks like, if you're interested in movies, television, comic books, MMA, wrestling, music, video games, we're the place for you. We carry we report on all news from all those different varied topics. We have opinion columns, commentary, audio podcasts for all of the above, and everything that Final Show Films does. Come check us out. We're pretty awesome.
Yep. We appreciate them, so go check them out. We appreciate all of you, especially if you're watching live. And if you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you as well. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Goodbye.